I'm gonna play Sion top for 10 hours to prove he's secretly one of the hardest champions in the game. And my first game did not go very well at all. I did get an early kill because Nocturne ganked my lane, but a couple minutes later, I died because I underestimated Garen's damage. I then died while diving Garen, which was not my fault, okay? Look, Nocturne pinged he was on the way, had ult, and just decided not to use it. And even though we eventually managed to kill him, he got a double kill and became a lot stronger after that. I then died a couple more times. I died greeting for a cannon minion, then I died getting first tower, which was totally worth, by the way, and then I died splitting top because I was cut off before I could ult away. But in the end, we won the game, so all in all, pretty standard limit testing procedure. The next game went a little bit worse though. I died early on because I didn't realize Renekton's empowered W gets rid of shields. I then lost a very close 2v2 top and learned a valuable lesson. What you want to do before you ult into fights is press your W, so that way once your ult gets there, you can explode your shield for extra burst that would have won us this fight. Then Renekton got a little bit overconfident and I managed to kill him over and over and over again. We then won a pretty big dragon fight, and I was pretty proud of myself because at the end, I was able to snipe Aurelion Sol with a pretty decent ult and keep him from getting away. But in the last fight, I realized something about Sion. He's basically just one enormous punching bag. After I got done inting my first couple of games, I decided to go to YouTube because, oh my god, I sucked at this champion. Obviously, the channel I ended up on was The Boss. He is basically known as one of the best Sion one-tricks in League of Legends. Although I did watch a lot of his gameplay, I mostly focused on his Ultimate Sion guide, which was 33 minutes of pure information. And after watching him for an hour, not only did he become my personal hero for inting games and then winning them, but I also learned a lot about what makes Sion so hard. My next game ended up being pretty interesting. So I got placed mid, and because I'm on an only Sion challenge, I decided to play Sion mid, which did not go as well as I had hoped. I did get a couple early kills. Hecarim tried to dive me, and then I got a kill in our jungle during an early fight. But apparently at some point during the game, Kassadin turned into an absolute monster, and it got to the point where he was legitimately taunting us at the end of the game. Needless to say, we did not win this game, so I just went next. The next game actually went pretty well. I got some early kills thanks to 2 early ganks, and then I got a double kill after the enemy tried to dive me. Then I got another gank and got another kill, and eventually died for my first time because I pushed up a little too far and was limit testing a little bit. We ended up winning this game, and after that game, I had the confidence to start dominating some ranked games. So my first ranked game with Sion was probably one of the most boring experiences of my life. This Singed basically proxy farmed for the entire game, which made me have to sit by the tower and just catch waves. Seriously, by 20 minutes into the game, I was 0, 0, and 1. After a couple of fights, the enemy just started wreaking havoc on our base, and I did what I could to defend it, but I was not able to move. I mean, I was just getting tossed around like a ragdoll out there. I mean, seriously, can I move? In the end, we lost the game, and I lost my mind. My next game went pretty alright. I got an early kill on Aatrox when he tried to dive me, and then I zoomed back up top and killed Elise as well, but then I died trying to fight Aatrox 1v1 due to my overconfidence after just getting 2 kills. A little later, I died getting tower, which I do think was worth it. After matching Aatrox top for the next 10 to 15 minutes, Amumu ended up getting caught and dying for literally no reason, which led to our whole team getting wiped and the enemy team getting Dragon Soul. We did manage to win the fight after Dragon and then get Baron, so I guess it turned out okay. Then in the last fight, we absolutely destroyed them. I don't know what this Udyr was on, but he deleted this Aatrox. And while I was waiting for Elise to eventually become targetable, the rest of my team won the fight and won the game. The next game was probably one of the worst laning phases of this challenge. I died 4 times in 9 minutes, but I did manage to get some revenge on Jax because I ulted to kill the minions and then stunned him under tower while he took aggro. I did not deserve this win, but we can only get better, right? My next 3 games went suspiciously well. I started off killing Jace in a 1v1. We then grouped and won a fight at Dragon, and after that I was put on Heimerdinger's split push duty, which let me tell you, was not fun. Despite that tilting death, we managed to win this game pretty handily. The next game started with a sneaky early kill on Jace. He thought I backed when really I was waiting in the bush, charging a Q to jump him. Can I just say that the hitbox on Sion's Q is complete bullshit? BS hitboxes aside, we ended up killing Jace again, and then I died a little while later because I was trying to save my flash for some reason. But in the end, it didn't matter. We just kind of steamrolled them, took Baron, and won the game. The next game, I did nothing. Seriously, by 17 minutes, I was 0-0-1. 1 and our team was up 16 kills to 5. The only way we lose the game now is if someone disconnects. Oh, fuck. Nah, just kidding. She came back. You know what? I might be getting really good at Sion. So let me just summarize the next 2 games for you guys real quick. Over the next 2 games, my bot lanes had the combined score of 14 and 55. This is my MF. She walked into the middle of the team and then started autoing. This is what I had to deal with for like 2 games. I couldn't stay mad for long though, because the next game was entirely my fault. I mean, I had a couple of huge misplays like charging my Q outside of the bush and greatly underestimating Gangplank's damage, and then I just got really tilted. This tilt caused me to just run it down and try to kill Gangplank over and over again, which did not work. I had no one to blame for this loss but myself. My final game was against a Warwick, which traditionally has been a very hard lane for me if you watch some of my other videos, but instead of losing like I usually do, I actually managed to win this lane. A little while later, we ended up winning a fight in the mid lane, and this is a perfect time for me to talk about Ghost. You see, one of Sion's biggest weaknesses is his lack of mobility, so I took Ghost to help his mobility in fights, and I actually liked it a lot more than Flash. Anyway, a little while later, there was a fight at Dragon, and even though I missed my ult pretty badly, we ended up winning the fight without too much of a problem. In the last fight, the stars aligned. There was a huge cluster of enemies, so I pressed my R and I knew this was gonna be my big clip moment. This was gonna be the grand finale. This was gonna be the coup de grace. But in the end, I missed everything. By the time I got there, the fight was already over, so I just kept going in pure embarrassment. In the end, we did win this game, but it felt like a kind of lame way to end the challenge. I ended up going from Plat 331 LP to Plat 30 LP with a record of 8 and 10 on Sion. Click the button in the top left if you want to see more videos like this. Hope you all enjoyed. See you in the next one.